Hello traders, this is day number 29 of my small cap market open trading. I've written a plan specifically to trade small caps, which are notoriously volatile and unreliable, but they're also a favorite of all new traders. They also cause a lot of new traders to blow up their accounts. So my desire is to have a plan in place that is easy to trade and is safe, that you could take at least 100 trades or more, find out if it works for you or not, and not blow up your account. So far, we're about 41 trades into this thing, and it is profitable. I'll go over all of those results in detail on Sunday. Today, we're going to go over the 2 trades that we took. So let's take a look at the screener first, and I'll show you how I pick these stocks each day. So I go to my small cap screener, click those 3 dots and click modify. Otherwise, your filters will not be applied. And then I organize the list by volume. Right now, it's a little bit later. We were trading at 9:30, but the screener looks relatively similar. ENDP was the best looking stock on the screener, and it was the one that we traded. FATBB was not there this morning, and you could see why, because it's just now making it into our market cap filter. So that wasn't there. There was a couple others. You'll see me look through them on the video. Let me just go to the video here and show you. So here, BKKT, we're looking at that. These are ones that just popped up on the screener. And then if they meet the daily chart criteria, they stay on the chart, and I just start marking out some key levels and waiting for an entry signal. So let's fast forward and we'll see the trade that I took. Basically, none of the other stocks gave me an entry, but ENDP did. So you can see this first yellow line here marks out the high of the previous session. That could be the pre-market, aftermarket, previous day. The first sign of strength for me is I want to see that level broken and then a high of day established. That's what that second yellow line is. It's the first high of day. Now, to confirm strength in this plan, I want to see the first high of day broken and a second high of day established. That is the confirmation of strength for me. That's the assumption that this plan makes, is that if that happens, that the stock is strong. Is it going to work every time? Absolutely not. And that's why you use stop losses. All you need is for it to work out often enough for you to be profitable. With our risk management, break even is 33%, a win rate of 33%. Anything better than that is profitable. And right now we're well over that. Again, I'll go over those details on Sunday. And so here is the second high of day. That's the white line. And now I'm just waiting for a pullback and a 1 minute candle to make a new high. And that will be where my entry is. I think it happens on the next candle. So there it is right there. Let me back that up. So the previous candle here, the high is 565. I'm waiting to see 566 or better to trigger my entry. There's 566, and you see me trigger my hotkeys. We're only trading with one single share right now because we are test trading. We don't know if this is profitable or not in the long run. We just know it's profitable so far. Once we hit 100 trades and it's still profitable, then we can move up to full position size. So I highly recommend doing that no matter what plan you're trading or what strategy you're trying out. No reason to trade full position size until you have put the thing to the test, meaning you've taken 100 trades or more. Otherwise, you're basically gambling because you haven't tested the plan or the strategy. All right, so here we go. Stop losses in place. That's the most important thing. Get that in place right away, even if it's not correct, just in case that it flushes down right away. You don't take a bigger loss than you need to, and then you could fine tune it once you have maximized the chart size, in my case at least. So we've got the stop loss in place. We used the 2R calculator to come up, actually we used the XR calculator to come up with our profit target, and that's 588. So this trade is done. I don't need to do anything at this point. I was going back and looking at the daily chart, making sure that all the criteria were met, that it's trading above the 200 MA, which it is, and it looks like this thing had plenty of room to go up higher. But really, that kind of detail is not part of the plan. It just has to be trading above the 200 MA on the daily, and it is. So now we are just waiting. Either this thing is going to hit my 2R profit target or stop me out at -1R. That's it. There's nothing else for me to do. So let's fast forward and see what happens. This is trade number 1 of the day. So we get stopped out. So our stop loss was at 555. Let me show you that stop in real time. And another important thing to do, so I did get stopped out at 554, 1 cent slippage, not a big deal. Another important thing to do is to make sure that you mark out where you think the stock has gone weak. And that is right here for me, because that's the bottom of the ABCD pattern. I have a video about that pattern if you're unfamiliar. But basically, this is point A, this is B. We thought that this was C because that's what the chart told us at the time, was that that was point C. It's confirmed as soon as a new 1 minute candle makes a new high, but nothing is guaranteed. So that's why the stop loss was there and we got stopped out. So now our real C has yet to be revealed, our real point C, and that's what we're waiting on right now. As soon as a 1 minute candle makes a new high, then that will establish the next point C, and we'll take that entry. So here it is right here. I'm waiting for a 1 minute candle to make a new high. So the high of this candle here, not the one I'm hovering over, but this candle that's forming right now, ends up being 560. I get in for the break of that candle. It's going to happen in just a moment. I mistakenly put my stop loss too high, and then I correct it. And I'll show you what exactly happened, what was wrong with that. So again, the high of that's 560, just waiting for 561. So keep your eye on this price bubble. There it is, 561. Now we're in the trade, and we just need to move our stop loss in place. And I moved it too high, and I'll show you why in just a second. Again, using the XR calculator to get our profit target, but the profit target is based on the difference between the position and the stop loss. So you'll see it's originally 573, but then becomes a much higher in just a moment. So what was wrong with this stop loss placement? Because normally I do place the stop loss just below the previous candle. But the reason why I can't do that here, according to my plan, is because this is actually a consolidation. You can see the high of these candles is going lower. So lower highs, and this is the low point here. So there's like a convergence of price. So that means that this is a consolidation area, and my stop loss must go below the consolidation area when that happens. So that's why my stop loss needed to be moved down. And again, just enter in that new stop loss. I get my new profit target, 583. That's a difference of 10 cents per share. So if you're trading full position size, that's huge. And that makes for a much more valuable trade. So let's just fast forward and see what happens now. This thing is looking really strong at this point. It's getting near that original profit target, but nothing for me to worry about here. I know that now my trade has been placed correctly. My orders are placed correctly, and I just need to let the trade play out. Now it's not looking so great. It's looking weak, but again, it came below my position size or my position. And yeah, it's not looking good at all here. But again, I don't judge the trade once I'm in it. I just let it play out. There's only two possibilities. Either I get stopped out at -1R, or my profit target gets hit at 2R. I can only take a max of 3 trades per day. So worst case scenario, I walk away down 3R on the day, which is easily recoverable. It only takes 2 trades to not only make that back, but end up walking away +1R. But let's see what happened today. So this trade took quite a while. Not an easy trade to sit through, but I don't really sit through them much. I just let these orders do their thing, and I go about my business. And once this thing gets past 10:30, I shut it down and let the orders do their thing. Now it's looking promising again. It broke out through the previous high just by 1 cent, and now it's pulling back. It's looking weak. Maybe it's not going to hit that profit target. Maybe it's going to come down and hit my stop loss. Doesn't matter. All I do is just let the trade play out and just stick to the plan. That's the only reason this plan is profitable so far. So now we're past 10:30. So by the time I realize that, I decide to shut down the platform, let the bracket orders do their thing. Still don't know what's going to happen. Let's see what ended up happening with this trade. Let's go to the charts right now. So this was around 10:35-ish. Okay, so our first entry was here, and we got stopped out on this candle. Then our second entry was here, and again, this is the previous high of day. Our profit target was 583, and we got filled here. Let's take a look at the orders. I already have them up, and you can see that I actually did hold. So this is the first trade, and today's November 5th, and you can see this is yesterday's BITF trade. So first trade, we got in at 566. We were stopped out at 554. So we lost 12 cents per share there on that trade. And then the second trade, We got in at 561 and we hit our profit target of 583. So that's a difference of 22 cents. So overall, if we were trading full position size, we would be up 10 cents per share on the day. And either way, we're recording this as a plus 1R day because we lost 1R on the first trade. We got 2R on the second trade. So altogether, that is plus 1R. Now, the other thing that we're tracking that is really interesting is if these things go to 3R or 4R. So let's take a look now at what our profit target would have been for 3R. So let's see, our entry price was what, 5? I can't remember now. Sorry about that. So our entry was 561 and our stop loss was 550. 561, stop loss was 550. And originally we had our 2R reward factor and that gave us a profit target of 583. Let's see, did it go to 3R? That'd be 594. Yep, it went to 3R, so we're going to mark that down on the spreadsheet. So we could have ended up plus 2R on the day, even though we lost that first trade, because you can see it never came down and hit our stop. Our stop was below this candle here. Let's see if this thing went to 4R. So the only reason I'm showing this is because this is all proof that these signs of strength actually seem to work. So that's what we're learning, is that when this thing makes the second high a day, pulls back and gives an entry, that generally it really does mean that it's strong. So 4R would be 605. Did it get to 605? 603? Yep, certainly did. It went well beyond that. Maybe it even went to 5R. Let's see. So what I'm going to be doing at the end of this test is I'm going to be deciding whether or not 3R is better than 2R, and if it is, which it is so far, we're going to hold all the trades till 3R, and we're going to start tracking 4R and 5R and see which reward target is best with these small caps. So 5R gives us a profit target of 616. Yep, obviously it went there. Maybe this thing went to 6R. 627. Yep. This thing was a real runner. So pretty cool stuff here. Let's see, 7R, 638. Yep, it did that. Let's see what 8R is. 649. It looks like it's about to hit 8R. So this thing may go 9 or 10R. There it is, 649, 650. 10R. Let's see what 10R is and see if this thing ends up hitting it. 671. It could definitely do that. It's already at 652. So if it gets up to this level, it's going to go 10 times the risk. So again, these are all things that we're going to be tracking in the future. Right now, we're just taking the trades till 2R, tracking 3R, and in the future, we can track maybe up to 10R. We'll see. Anyway, hopefully this video was helpful to you. If you're interested in this trading plan, I do have a beta version of it on tradingarmor.com. Sorry, patreon.com/tradingarmor. That's the small cap trading plan. But no matter whether you trade this plan or someone else's plan or a plan that you've written, which is what I recommend, you should test that trade, 100 trades. Stick to the plan no matter what on every single trade. Always take your stop losses, honor your profit target, and in the long run, you should be green. Take care.